All right, it's David Locke. Time to take a look at an interesting 7-foot left-handed Lithuanian. Start up with his post-up offense here. He'll work in the block. He's always going to go back to the left hand. This time he gets swatted, and you'll see he's not about to go above ground, high above the rim to get you. Here inside the left block again, working to the middle, fading a little more than you might like. This will be his best move you'll probably see on the video. Right block this time. Working a former NBAer with a nice drop step back and that hook. What's interesting is that time he went back over the left shoulder to the right hand, which is what really surprised him. He's going to want to use his left hand most of the time. This time he surprised him with the right, which is a pretty good sign that he's got both of these. He does like to fend off with that outside hand. You'll see him get an offensive foul in this video. Keep working here. Just give him some rim action. Get a little bit of a vision. Who's the 7-footer out of Lithuania, just 20 years old. He'll catch going to the basket here. Pretty athletic play there, but again, not rising up to dunk. He's not going over guys a great deal. This is the ugliest play of the video. What was that? Now, his biggest strength you'll see in a minute. Here he just does a European tap-in. But here comes his biggest strength. This kid is a fabulous passer for a big man. He can do some neat things. And looking to pass, willing to pass a great deal. That was pretty. And you'll see it here. Watch this bounce pass through the middle. Boom. This kid really can pass, which gives you a good idea. He's got a pretty good knowledge of the game. Hard penetration, able to throw back out. Not a lot of big guys at 7 feet able to move like that. He takes 2 outside shots in the game I watch. Gets a lucky bounce on the first, but I like the technique. Pretty quick release, and he's stepping forward on both of them. That showed me enough skills. That was a lucky bounce. And then here's the other one coming from the right corner. You'll see him pop out there. But I think that'll actually be part of his NBA game. That was not as fundamentally sound. Got a little of everything. Here he's going to work some isolation for you offensively. Comes off, hand off, now gets it back, works. And he'll fend off with that hand again, the right hand this time with the left hand dribble, get called for an offensive foul. This is a nifty pass. Ball fake to the basket, hands it off for the layup. He's not flying over the top of you. He is 20 years old. He'll make mistakes as you see here. Okay, that's a bad idea. It gets intercepted. But the kid really wants to pass. So some of the mistakes, and I kept this rolling just, let me see if I can play point guard decision, which was not one of his better ones. And then that was early in the game. And here at the end of the half, there's only 7 seconds left, so a little bit of explanation, but still probably should have given that one up. I thought I'd remind you just again what a good passer he is. Watch, he's going to catch here on the left baseline. One dribble on the ball fake, kick out. That's a neat skill right there. Now let's go defensively. Doesn't have a huge impact on the game. For 7 feet, probably impacts a little less than he should. It's okay right there. Reaches in for the tip, doesn't grab that rebound. And we didn't get a lot of post defense because the European game just doesn't have a lot. He throws this ball away trying to make a play. Here's his on-floor defense. He's at the left elbow as we look at it. Again, he's guarding a former NBA guy. Slides over. That might have been a foul in the NBA. They don't call it here. Fast break. He's a jogger a little bit. Not always a sprinter, but I'll show you later. He moves pretty well. He's on the far side. Reaches in there. Doesn't do much. And that's hard to tell whether that's a problem in the European game. Takes a charge here. Because the European game really sticks to their man. Not a lot of digging in the way we do in the NBA. We'll let you see that charge again. I'm not sure. Some scouts don't believe he likes contact. That's just to give you a look at his body quickly. It's not formed all the way yet. He's at the free throw line here. They're going to come out. He's going to get an isolation. This isn't a big-time driver, but he slides over pretty well for a 7-footer. I mean, you watch him, and I really think you forget he's 7 feet tall. One of the books by scouts on him is he doesn't like contact. I'm not sure I saw that. Gets beat badly here. I wouldn't say his motor runs 100% every second. You can kind of pick that up, but You'll see some plays where he plays pretty hard. Slides in the middle, late getting back, and then takes the easy foul. Not a guy, again, that's going to rise up over the rim to block a shot. Here he's battling for the post, goes back to guard his position. Slides over pretty nicely, forces him to pull up and miss, but then doesn't get back in for the rebound. So you get a good, pretty good summation of where his 20-year-old game is. Out on the wing, a drive, gets back, I thought pretty nicely here, and then gets called for a foul. Rebounding, he grabbed about 6 or 7 in the game I saw. But they're not spectacular. He does slide into position here, grab this one. Nice outlet passer, by the way. But I don't think he'll be a huge rebounder. In fact, probably for a 7-footer, he might be in the Bargnani scale of rebounding if you're not careful. But goes and gets this one. He's not scared to go down there. The question on him is his effort. I'm going to show you a huge sequence here of a lot of different effort plays. This is a longer than others. I also want to show you his movement. He slides out. That's pretty poor. It does get lucky, and the guy travels. This is not particularly fundamentally sound early on. See him here. He'll fly out, but it's pretty decent movement, but that's just, there's no fundamentals to that. But I'm going to let you see him run here a few times because I'm just really impressed by how he moves. I like this sequence because if you see him, he's on the right block, he's battling. Now this is late in the first quarter. He's played the whole first quarter. I think he was gassed here and fought through it pretty well. You saw him just run the middle of the floor there pretty well. Flies out on the shooter, forces a miss. Time to go back the other way, and look at him go. Not all the way with the pedal down, but that's a pretty good movement. Now get post position. He battles for it. Slide in for the rebound, couldn't get it. Looks a lot like Fest, doesn't he? Not as big, obviously. Here he is again. He's in the middle of the lane defensively. Slides over out on the shooter. And that's where his length matters. Kind of battles for this one, then throws it away. He's pretty skilled. Now, what position he plays, I think he's your 3rd big in the NBA. Which is a pretty neat player. But he's got a lot of skills. And you saw him just move around there. Here he is, running the floor in the middle. He just moves very fluidly, but this is probably his worst play of the night. Lazy at the last second. So that's a good look at the youngster. One last thing. If you're wondering where Donald Rumsfeld is, we found him. All right, have a good one. Give me your thoughts on what you think of this guy, and we'll get some other things coming your direction here in the near future.